All right, I am back today because we have some additions to Ruby Storm, and I'm super excited to show these today. So originally this deck was basically one where we wanted to resolve some Ruby medallions, and then figure out a way to both generate mana and to generate card advantage. And from there, we would try to find a wish and then go into our sideboard and then kill our opponent with either Grape Shot or Tendrils of Agony that we would cast through mana from Strike It Rich. Today, the game plan will be exactly the same here, except we've made some slight modifications here and have looked at some new cards that have come to the surface as people are playing more and more of this deck. So one modification that people made was taking a look at energy, because we do have a lot of cool energy cards coming out. Number one, Galvanic Discharge gives you 3 energy, and then you can use that as removal. So that's pretty nice. It's good in this deck where you need to deal with like any one of your opponent's creatures that are like a synergy piece for them. This really helps give you a lot of time in order to execute your own combo when your opponent is trying to set their stuff up. And then even if this is like not something that you want to use to target an opponent's creature, well, you actually can just bank some energy with it. This is Dark Ritual for energy, if you think about it. And then what you can do with that energy is you can drop it into Wheel of Potential later. This is a card that gives you, again, 3 energy, and then you allow yourself to pay any amount of energy. What this then does is allow either player, both you and your opponent, to exile the cards in your hand and draw that many cards. If you've paid more than 7 mana, then you actually gain access to the cards that were in your hand as well until the end of your next turn, which is pretty sweet. We want to basically cast Wheel of Potential and then use that as our card advantage as a one-time thing to kill our opponent. So what we're doing in this version of the deck is really just trying to go Ruby Medallion, get either Steamkin or Bergie out, wherever she is, Bergie God of Storytelling. And this just basically makes it so that all of our spells are going to effectively just cast for 1 red mana. We'll be able to continually cast them over and over. We'll be able to, just keep going, gain our storm count, and then eventually find enough of our mana producers that we can gain more mana, end up with a wish with a bunch of storm and mana, and then get either Grape Shot or Tendrils, whichever works. Another piece to the energy puzzle is Unstable Amulet. This card is very nice because it makes it so that if our opponent surgical extractions are wishes, we still have a way to kill, because Unstable Amulet gives you extra energy as well. So obviously this works with Wheel of Potential, but it also says that whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this would be graveyard or exile, Unstable Amulet deals 1 damage to each opponent. So that is pretty good. Again, if we're playing Underworld Breach here, which we still are in this deck, we can cast things from the graveyard. That's going to trigger Amulet. Things that are exiled with Wheel of Potential, with our Reckless Impulse, all these things like that, those also trigger Unstable Amulet. It's hard to speak today. Rends Resolve as well. And there's a lot of good opportunities here to do some great things. And I should probably move a couple of these cards over so that you can actually make a distinction between the lands and the non-lands. We have Spikefield Hazard as well in this deck. Overall, this is a super good deck. We're running only 18 lands here, but really all we need to do is cast a Ruby Medallion, so it's all good. Really, this is the whole deck here. We have Galvanic Relay in case we want to set up for another turn. This obviously synergizes very well with Unstable Amulet. All in all, this is an amazing deck, and I'm really loving playing with it. Super powerful, very potent, and I think that this really is going to legitimize Storm and Timeless. But don't take it from me. Let's play some games today and see what the deck has for us. Oh, I almost forgot. One other card from Modern Horizons 3 that I didn't play on the last one was Raw Monsoon Mage. For 2 mana, he's also a cost reducer. Why not? When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you basically get to either hurt yourself or exile Raw. Eventually, Raw will flip before you die, most likely. And the cool thing is when he enters the battlefield, he will enter with an additional loyalty counter for each instant and sorcery spell you've cast this turn. And if you've cast more than 6 spells this turn, the -8 allows you to exile the top 8 and cast instant and sorcery spells from among them for free. So Ral can become card advantage as well, though he could potentially kill you on a combo turn, so you never know. Another cool card that I'm excited to play with, but I'm not really confident enough to play 4 of, and I don't think that 4 of is right. Yeah, I mean, this deck gets just more and more layered as we go on. There is so much going for us here. But that is basically the deck here. So let's hop into some games here in Timeless Ranked, best of 1, and let's see what we can get going with this deck. It'll be a fun time. Before we hop into the games, though, make sure to like and comment. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you're new to the channel. So thanks for sticking here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in round 1. Okay, here we go. Round 1. We have an early Runaway Steamkin, which is great. We have an early Unstable Amulet, which is great. I think I'm interested. Let's try it. Unstable Amulet into Wheel of Potential could be nice. Well, we're going to end up discarding a card here. That's unfortunate. I think we'll make it Strike It Rich here since we don't really need to bank mana all of a sudden. Ruby Medallion here actually changes the name of the game here. We all of a sudden can start to go off pretty quickly here. We have to avoid Thoughtseize. We have to avoid Surgical Extraction. And Deep Cavern Bat is going to be tough. I guess they take our Ruby Medallion here. Oh, they'll actually take the Amulet. That's even better for me. We'll shock here. Go Ruby Medallion. All of our stuff is now cheaper. Deep Cavern Bat. What will they take here? Probably the Steamkin. But if they take the Steamkin, I just play Burgy, so I don't really know. We're fine. Eventually a Grape Shot gets me back Deep Cavern Bat, or gets me back my Unstable Amulet and Burgy. Land here's perfect with Wheel of Potential. We go like this. We go like this, pay 2 life. And then I have to decide Underworld Breach or Wheel of Potential. I think I save Wheel of Potential for the next turn. We'll go Strike It Rich here, put a counter on the Runaway Steamkin. And I don't think it's worth doing Underworld Breach right now. Unless... oh, it could be worth it. No, I think I'll hold. I think I will hold. This makes it so that if they discard another card here, then I can just play Underworld Breach. Otherwise, we'll probably just pick up Gigantha here. An untapped land will allow us to cast them. They're in a Grief here taking a card from me. Okay. Will they scam the Grief back is the question. There goes Wheel of Potential. Alright. And will this be Reanimate as well? It will. Alright, fine. It's all good. Now, we need to find something that gives us... oh, nice. Wheel of Potential here. I will cast a Wheel of Potential. We will pay all of our energy, all of our 3 energy here. Draw 3 cards, take action. So opponent has to decide if they will exile. I, of course, will be doing it. Alright, here we go. Everyone has some action here now. Burgy would put these back into my hand. Deep Cavern Bat is pretty solid as well. I think I will kill the bat. We would like to have that card back. Alright, that gets exiled. Unstable Amulet back to hand. We'll make some mana here, and then all of these basically are free, which is good. And we're just going to look for a kill. Let's go. Unstable Amulet. Gives me some energy here. We'll go Reckless Impulse. Then we might as well cast the Breach here. We can get back our Burgy. Ren's Resolve, even better. We'll start with that. I've yet to decide if this is going to be a turn where we just go for value or not. I think this Burgy means that now I have a lot of mana. Galvanic Relay means I'm going to exile a bunch of cards, and then we will need to wait till the next turn. I don't know if that's what I want to do yet. Underworld Breach now is perfect. Alright. What do we want to take back here? We can get some value, or we can kill the Deep Cavern Bat. I think I would take Ren's Resolve here, or actually I would rather go Wheel of Potential, draw a bunch of cards, and then continue on from there. we should definitely be able to kill our opponent from that point. So super strong round 1 here. We were able to combo against discard, and things went well, I would say. Yeah, nothing more other than to hop into round 2 and see if we can continue the fun. Here we go, it's round 2. Gotta definitely be careful about these early hands here. This one's just a 1-lander, so we cannot keep it, although I would kind of like to with all these Rens Resolve and Impulses. We'll mulligan. Much better here with Galvanic Discharge. We'll keep this 6, get rid of the Breach. Line of Sanctity, sure. And it'll be Ugin's Labyrinth here. The question is, will they play something early? We'll have to see. Unstable Amulet's nice. We'll play it after the Steamkin, and hopefully we can go off before they're able to go off. Once we get this Burgie down, it's going to be good. Karn Silex. Oh, Karn Silex is a problem. Okay, well. Maybe we just go Unstable Amulet. We'll get in for 2 here, see if they want to let me keep my Unstable Amulet. We'll basically need to kill in 1 turn if we want to not lose our board to Karn Silex. Grazer. And then this one is as a sorcery at the very least, so we can't be stopped at instant speed from comboing. Second Ugin's Labyrinth. Okay, they will not exile anything, so we know that there's nothing big here. Yorion will come out. Okay. Let's exile something, I think. Let's exile the top. We will find a Sundering Eruption, which I think we will decide to... We could try to kill something, but I think it's better to just shock this, I guess. We can go Galvanic Discharge, paying no energy. Into Steamkin. Yeah, we can actually make this work, I think, right? Because then I'll have my 3rd mana off of my Steamkin. Yeah, right, we go for it here. Alright, Galvanic Discharge, targeting their thing. We'll pay 0. Pay 0. Confirm 0. Make mana. And then we'll have to go Ren's Resolve here and hit something. Breach Unstable Amulet. Unstable Amulet will have to exile the top. Spike Field Hazard does work. Okay. We do this, we cast Burgie. Get another 3 on the Steamkin. Cast from exile Unstable Amulet. Now we're making mana. Now we go for Breach. We exile stuff from the top for Breach. Except we can't do that. We'll have to exile the top through Unstable Amulet. We find a land, that's unfortunate. If I go Wish here, I'll still have mana. Wish can kill things with Meltdown. I would have to kill artifacts with 3 or less, which unfortunately hits Unstable Amulet. Grape Shot and Tendrils don't work. We'll have to work towards Torment of Hailfire. So this will be X equals 3. Well, hold on. Let's cancel this because we can do Ren's Resolve here and still keep going. Hold on. Tap my mana. Gotta make sure I do that correctly. Exile 1, 2, 3. Alright, and hopefully we can continue going here. We need to find black mana here. A Reckless Impulse will work. And we're getting very close here. We basically just need to cast some more spells. We have Reckless Impulse in the graveyard. We have Steamkin in hand. Burgie can come out on the 5, but we don't have things in hand. I can still make this work though. We go Harnfell. Make more mana. go here, we go Valakut Awakening, or we can do that after a Steamkin, but then we won't have mana. No, but then we will off of this Steamkin, so that's fine. Now we have Steamkins on all three, so we should have more than enough mana here. We go Valakut Awakening, X equals 0. We've got mana, they're at 3 life. We go bang, we go Valakut Awakening again. And then we go Spikefield Hazard. We'll need to Reckless Impulse now from the graveyard, exiling 3 cards, but I probably want to cast this first. So then we cast this, almost killing the Arboreal Grazer, but not quite. Then we go Steamkin mana, Ren's Resolve from graveyard, getting rid of 1, 2, 3. We'll need to draw Valakut Awakening. Alright, they're at 1, and all it takes is 1 card from exile here. This will be Spikefield Hazard on Arboreal Grazer. We have them dead. This is a Storm combo kill through Leyline of Sanctity. That was sick. Great round 2. Let's move to round 3. Alright, we've taken a hand here that does get us to Wheel of Potential at some point. I'm down. Opponent goes on Blackcleave Cliffs. Are we getting scammed here? It's Dark Ritual into Necropotence or Dominance? One of the two. Thought seizing themselves, they're going to reanimate Sarah's Emissary. Saint Elenda. Okay. That's not good. And they will choose Inspiring Cleric, gain 4 life. I mean, that's a pretty big board turn 1. Ruby Medallion. We are probably going to need to strike a Rich here and get ready to combo early. We take a big hit here, and we're dead in the turn unless we combo now. We'll have to find an untapped land. And I'm not really looking too optimistic here. I think we're going to probably go down in round 3. Yep, another big angel here. And the Steamkin is what we want. We go Ruby Medallion here. But then what do? We can't really do anything. We just literally can show Runaway Steamkin, and that's about it. Brutal. So opponent's going to take this one here. We pretty much just didn't have a game here from round 1. Opponent was too fast. Dark Writ, Self-Thoughtseize, Reanimate. That was pretty nice. We'll move into round 4 from here. This is round 4. Ruby Medallion in the opener. We can shock it in on turn 2. I think that's fine. Then we go into Steamkin afterwards. This is a fast enough start for this deck. Tap Silver Bluff Bridge, that is fine for me. Pay 2 life for Ruby Medallion. Steamkin into Reckless Impulse is a good start, possibly hitting a land. Not the land we were hoping for, sadly. We are not able to hold this. Make that Steamkin a little bigger. That is actually what we were hoping for. We'll go Strike It Rich. And we will pass. Alright, next turn we attempt to go for it with Galvanic Discharge. And Wheel of Potential. Springleaf Drum, they're looking to just set up. That's perfect for us. Frogmere Enforcer, they're just getting something out. So this is probably the artifact deck that's trying to just run a bunch of these things out. We should be okay here. So we'll start with Ren's Resolve. Get some mana. Ruby Medallion is great, and I think we will do it. Well, I'll do it after we get a little bit further in the turn. We'll go Galvanic Discharge, targeting Frogmere Enforcer. I will not be paying anything for this. We will confirm 0. We'll go Galvanic again, confirm 0. Then Spike Field Hazard, I think we'll probably just do as a spell. Target them. Make some more mana here. Now we go Ruby Medallion. Now we go Wheel of Potential. We have 9 energy here. Alright, we'll pay 9. Exile my hand and draw 9. Yes, I will. Will opponent do it as well? Let's see. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and stable Amulet here. Get some mana, and then we will pay 3 life to shock this, making sure that we retain our double black. Ral Monsoon Mage could be useful here, since we have cast a lot of spells so far. Now we go Striker Rich from the graveyard, discounted twice. Deal some damage, we flip. We do not, we take a damage, so Ral stays here. Wheel of Potential again exists, we get to go Burgi here. And then we'll go ahead and stable Amulet as well. Alright, now we're mana positive, beautiful. Galvanic Relay, not really necessary at this point. We'll go Underworld Reach from Graveyard. Probably didn't need to do that yet, since I still have the Ren's Resolve, that's fine. We'll start with Ren's Resolve. And now we're just looking for Wish. We should have a kill. I'm also looking to flip Ral. And that is a Ral flip. Perfect. He'll enter with a bunch of counters. That's 9. We will immediately -8, exiling the top 8. A bunch of lands, in fact. Valakut Awakening. Trigger. We will get rid of Galvanic Relay, another Breach, and a Wheel of Potential. Actually, we'll keep the Wheel of Potential. Okay. More cards in hand. Galvanic Discharge as well. We'll go Reckless Impulse. I should have probably been making some Steamkin mana this turn. Still just looking for Wish here. Ren's Resolve again. I'm not missing it, right? Wish is not in my hand. No, it is not. Burgi. Yeah, I just drop a Burgi. Start exiling more cards. I eventually hit Wish and kill. Alright, cool. So we actually were able to do yet another bucket list item, which was flipping a Ral into a 9-mana Planeswalker for more or less 1 mana. Pretty darn sweet. We didn't shock ourselves too many times with him. That was a great round 4. We have 5th and final round coming up. I've been loving this deck. Storm is so much fun. Let's end on a good last game. Here we go, 5th and final round. Let's hope to end on one final good note. Now we'll have to probably end up going with this Valakut Awakening, but we can start setting up a Galvanic Discharge. So I think I'm in. We'll keep it. We'll probably go like 1, 2, 3. Possibly 1, 2, and get the Steamkin down, actually. So maybe it's like this. Polluted Delta. Let's see if we're dead here. I have lost games to turn 1 Ritual, Self-Thoughtseize, Reanimate. Could just be a Thoughtseize on me, you never know. If they do get aggressive with Hand Hate, which it looks like they are going to, this is probably Grief scam right now. We will lose a Galvanic Discharge, but we will be able to kill the Grief, which is nice. Well, unless they scam it, which I think they are going to do. They just take a Discharge twice. That's fine. It's like kind of a very easy choice for them. If they take anything else, then I'm able to kill the Grief, and then that's not a problem anymore, and they'll be left on 3 cards. Looking like Galvanic Discharge is the one. They will evoke, get it back with the Not Dead After All, and here we go, losing our Galvanic Discharge number 2. I mean, it has to be Galvanic Discharge number 2 here. Yep, there they go. And we'll get to mid-war turn here. Galvanic Discharge off the top would go ham, or a Bolt. Darn, just Breach. Breach is not bad, actually. With 3 mana, we kill a Grief. So let's start with a Stoneforge here. Possibly just trying to get the Steamkin out on turn 2. Or since we know we're going to be taking 8 damage, we just go Spike Field Hazard turn 2, turn 3 Breach, and then take back Galvanic Discharge. But I don't have I need a total of 4 cards in graveyard here, so that's a potential issue. Yeah, maybe I need Development Awakening first. I might just be under a lot of duress here with this Grief. Swamp Cycling, sure. Raucous Theater, they will surveil. So we need to deal with the Grief. They're just looking for another piece of action. And if I can't deal with their Grief by the time they find it, I think I'll probably end up losing this one. Alright, the Blood Corrupt helps here. We can shock and attempt to Underworld Breach if it really comes down to it. Otherwise, we just... I mean, maybe shock and Valakut Awakening, discarding some cards. I don't know. Looks like they'll go in here. We'll go to 12. Luckily for us, we don't need much health to kill. Winning on turn 1 is the same as winning on 20 life. It's a 3-turn clock regardless of whether or not I shock, unless they have extra damage here. They will make me discard a card, which is honestly better. This puts how much into the graveyard? 3 things. I just need 1 more card in graveyard. And then I can deal with the Grief. Wheel of Potential. Don't think this is really good for me right now. I think I shock. I think I have to Valakut Awakening. We'll at least hit him for 1. Let him know we're not to be trifled with. On their end step, we Valakut Awakening, discarding Wheel of Potential. The next turn, we Underworld Breach back our removal spell. Looking pretty bleak here in round 5. I'm not sure we can overcome this one. Another spell here is backbreaking. Especially if they're holding another Not Dead After All, actually. Blue to Delta, sure. Setting up a Kroxa. We're going to go down here. Go to 6. I get 2 draws here. Hopefully they'll be good ones after all is said and done. I mean, Double Bolt from hand also kills us. Fury's a thing that could happen. What'll it be? It'll be a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Fine. Valakut Awakening. We'll get a trigger on Steamkin. Putting 1 back. Ren's Resolve. Ren's Resolve is good. It's not impossible to win from here. We'll go to my turn. A land. Is a land good? They're holding priority for something. I'll be allowed to go to my turn. I will attempt to breach. If I breach, I go into finding my removal. I have to do this. And if my Ren's Resolve doesn't, or if my Steamkin doesn't die, I get to try Ren's Resolve here. So we go Galvanic Discharge, targeting Grief. 1, 2, 3. So we'll pay 3. And I need to hit a cost reducer like right now. Okay, Galvanic Discharge, kill Grief. That's good. We will lose a life, which sucks. We go Steamkin. Ren's Resolve. Gotta hit big here. That is not really big, unfortunately. I can make the Steamkin a little bit bigger as well. We'll be going to 3 here, hopefully not dying, and yeah, actually, you know what, I think, are we not dead to a Croxa? I think we are dead to a Croxa. We don't attack here. No, we're not dead to a Croxa because there's Steamkin to block the 2/2. If they can delete any of the stuff, then we are going to die. We will have Bergie next turn, which then I think means that we are likely to be able to combo. All right. It comes down to, can they kill me? If they spend their turn playing Croxa, it's fine. If they spend their turn playing Croxa, attack with the Mirror Breaker token, and Fatal Push my creature, then that's just tough beats. Steamkin's going to die. That sucks. So that unfortunately kills most of what I've got going on here. Now I need to get a untapped land. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can win from this point. That's tough. We had almost a way out of this one. Very close. Is there anything that I can draw that gets me there? Does a Ruby Medallion get me there? Possibly with Reckless Impulse into a land. Oh, then this is just Croxa kill me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was already dead. All right, let's see if they see that one. I don't have any cards in hand, but it might look like I have some because there's 4 exiled right now. Nope, they know what's up. I will be forced to take the 3 life here, and that will be the game. So we'll end up in round 5 taking the loss, but overall I think this was an amazing set of games. This version of Ruby Storm combo is super hard, and it's so much fun to play. Would definitely recommend taking a look at the deck list. I'll have it in the description as a Moxfield link, so do take a look at that. With that being said, this brings us to the final round, so make sure to like and comment on the video to help with the YouTube algorithm on my end, and subscribe if you're new for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. With that being said, stick around and watch out for the next video coming soon to a YouTube inbox near you. I'll see you in the next one.